Yes. Welcome, welcome to the study Intensity, the power in memory. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. I had to just wait on it. I had to just wait on it. I had to listen, get still, and wait on it. I had to empty myself so that I could take a breath. Take a breath with me. Take a breath. Yes, I had to empty myself so I could be refilled again. That's what came. Woo, that's what came. I'm so excited. This is Joe Grace. I'm so excited that you are joining me, with me, observing me as I observe myself wildly in this study. If you hear my grandchild, she's not too far off. She's learning how to use her voice control. That's what I refer to it as. But welcome, oh man, upon the mothership. That's what came to me through this current symbol. It took me a moment. I was like, I can't do anything. These symbols they take me a moment. But once the symbol goes through and transfers through me, and I go through that meditation, sometimes it takes a day or so for it just to all marinate, and then I can get back to it. I was thinking that I was going to be laying these things out like, nope. That's not how you're going to be able to study these. That's not how I am able to study this. This is a quantum leap learning. Quantum leap learning. Yes. So we're going to start with our next. We finally made it to number 3. The number 3 symbol. That number 3 symbol is the symbol you see here. I believe it's pronounced HEH. Right? HEH. So let me tell you how I only had one card, and this symbol sat with me on my desk for a moment. And this symbol, this was position number 3. And the crystal that was sitting on it is the clear quartz. Imagine that. As I get prepared to go through it, and now it really makes more sense. So if you chose the number 3, this was the clear quartz. And this is the hay. I finally, a few days, actually, I read the information before I drew the symbol. And just before shooting this video, I decided to draw the symbol. And man, that was powerful, because when you draw the symbol after you do the meditation, drawing the symbol, it hits differently. Like I personally don't think that I would draw it first and then do the study, because it doesn't. For me, it seems like I have my first card, my index card, study card. I only had one, and just had a little bit, and then I did a little more studying on it. Actually, I actually studied number 4 as well because nothing came from 3 yet. Studied 4 and then came back to 3 after having just a little bit of information. So I thought I was going to give you 3 and 4 today, but then after I started drawing the symbol, it was so intense that I said there's no way I'm going to be able to do 4. So I'm going to wait on 4, so I'm going to just do 3 by itself. But this is the clear quartz, and I love this little piece. This little piece came as a, I believe it was a gift from Cosmic Cuts. That's what I think it was. I think it was a gift from Cosmic Cuts. Because I've got stuff from couple of places, but I really believe this was a gift from the Cosmic Cuts. I like when I order stuff and people send me gifts after when I purchase. I love that. I've got some nice stuff. But anyway, this the clear quartz was the number 3 position, and hey, and it represents the spiritual plane. Can you imagine that? It represents the spiritual plane. Understanding form. Eternity and reincarnation. And what these are the things that came initially. Increase your light. Here and now. Return on your investment. Increase your light, the internal, the external investment that you need to do. Be careful to take care of your heart. It holds your spiritual light. Eternity being in a, it's your eternal being in a temporal experience. You are an eternal being in a temporal experience. Your future, I like this. Your future will shift. Your future will shift according to needs. That's what I'm reading here. I have to put it in the light, y'all. Your future will shift according to needs. The needs in your life. That's how your future is going to shift according to the needs. That one just hits me. It says manipulate your time. Manipulate your time. Use your time wisely. Manipulate your time. That means you need to give some thought to what's happening on your timeline. Multidimensional. You are multidimensional. Things are happening all at once. So sometimes if you feel a little overloaded, you need to get still. Still get your attention still. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. It says time gets relaxed. I actually read it backwards differently. Instead of, relaxing time. No, time gets relaxed when you're doing what you love. Think about that. Time gets relaxed when you do what you love. Time gets relaxed. I'm gonna leave that. Y'all, you better get your cards, your notes. If you haven't already got you some index cards so that you can take notes, you're gonna do yourself a disservice. Because see, this is about learning, and anything that speaks to you, you need to immediately write it down on an index card. I don't care what your situation. If you're learning, and if you're going to be in a quantum learning doesn't happen just when you're watching me. Quantum learning is happening after you watch this. the energy of this is going to transform within you, generate within you. So that's the power of memory. It's not like you see it and it's the end of it. Once you see it visually, the symbol becomes the symbol of that thought and of that language. It resonates. I'm not done yet, y'all. This is going to get even better. Heart at peace. Your heart at peace, your heart in joy creates a pattern. Your heart at peace, your heart in joy, not in joy, your heart in joy, joy in your heart, the joy that you sense and feel, the joy that operates in your heart creates a pattern. The patterns, the overlap, the pattern. It creates a pattern. The joy, the heart, the peace in your heart, the joy in your heart. I'm preaching y'all up in here. See, I'm spitting like a preacher. Y'all know I am. That's all right. Some people gonna get this. They're gonna get this. They're gonna get this. Your mind's going to be free from this right here, right here. Your heart and your peace, your joy creates a pattern of acceptance and comfort. It creates a pattern of here's the word. It creates a pattern of acceptance and comfort. A pattern of acceptance and if you're not operating in the right pattern, then you're going to feel unaccepted and you're going to feel uncomfortable because you're not operating in the right pattern, the right mode form of energy. Oh, this is going to be good, y'all. I already knew it. I knew it before I sat down at this desk. Listen to your heart. Follow. Follow your joy. Follow your joy. Follow. I don't know about y'all. But do you know what that means? Follow your joy. Do you know what joy is? Do you know what feels good? Follow the pattern. Follow the energy. Follow the energy that brings you your joy. Follow the energy that brings you back to your center. Oh, this is good. This is how it came to me, and it's coming to me like fresh right now, even as I release it, even as I release the words fresh. Because here's the difference. I can study it, I can write it, I can draw it, but when I speak it, therein lies the power. When I speak it, therein lies the power. It goes and it travels in a pattern with an energy, to connect with your center, to transform, not your mind, baby, transform your energy. The energy that even exists in your mind to even get you to a center place. The energy, you have to transform the energy. Woo, this is good, y'all. This is good. I'm going to get excited. It's all right. But you're going to remember this. This is powerful. This is number 3. This was the number 3 position. Number 3 position with the clear quartz crystal. That's all I'm saying. I'm talking about quantum leaps learning, where your both hemispheres of your mind is at work processing. The left and the right are processing so that you can be centered and have a whole brain. Oh, come on, y'all. Now the divine and the divine masculine and feminine operating all together in motion, in movement. A foot back, but a foot forward. Yeah? We look back. Listen, we look back not to stay back. We look back to understand and continue to evolve and move forward. That's the energy. That's the energy. But if you don't learn this language, if you don't understand what these symbols in this language means, you're going to be functioning in a different pattern. And you're going to find that you're operating in spaces and places where you're unaccepted and you're uncomfortable. And you're so busy trying to make yourself fit into a different pattern that doesn't belong to you. You cannot heal your mind, your body, and your soul and your spirit in the wrong pattern. Some of y'all still stuck on frequencies, but you don't understand the pattern of the frequency. You don't understand the sequence of the frequency. The overlay, the overlap. That's how you understand how to transform the energy. But if you remain blinded and untaught of a language, an ancient language that belongs to you, hidden right there, hidden in the pattern. It's not anywhere hidden outside of you. It's hidden at your center of you, not somewhere outside of you. Ooh, y'all better listen to this. This is going to take you deep. Listen to your heart. Follow your joy. Be light here. Be light here and now. Live as the eternal here and now. Now, here and now. Not your eternal is not somewhere tomorrow. You live. And some of you have already lived with a D on it. That's why they call it the devil. They call it the devil because you've already lived, and they're frightened because then you know your power. You understand the power. There is no devil. The only devil that there is the devil and demon challenged world that have that people are existing in the present, in the here and the now. As they present it to you in a different language, in a different pattern, then you understand the only way you're going to have your power is to understand your language, understand your symbols, understand your energetic pattern. Has nothing to do with race or color. It's an energetic pattern. It can be anyone at any given time, regardless of the color of their skin. It is an energetic pattern, a sequence, a language of an ancient people. They have already reincarnated. They have lived before. And if that energy and that pattern shows up in you, that's your symbol, that's your language, that's your pattern in order for you to transform that energy. Meaning while you are here on this operating in the physical realm, you are still a spiritual eternal being. Just having an experience with some flesh on it. That's all. Just some flesh on it. That's all it is. Meditate so you can remain centered with the divine, in the divine light. That's the only way you're going to remain centered is to meditate. Meditate. Don't get meditation thrown off. Meditation is all the time. Continuous. Your life is your meditation. All day long, your life, your center is in the divine. You live as a divine. You don't reach the divine at some other time. You are divine, present, here and now. Yes. Send out love to those who have come before you. We thank those who have come before us, the ancestors. We thank all the teachers, all the ones who mastered their earthly beings and left us symbols and signs and language. So that we can learn how to master the movement, the form, change and transform the energy within us. Meaning that basically it's about your emotions, shifting those emotions around that you feel in your physical body. So basically you operate on a spiritual plane, because this is a spiritual plane. In other words, to master this the physical realm, you have to be a master in the spiritual plane. You have to be a master in the spiritual plane in order to be a master of yourself, in order to be a master of your center that's going to flow and operate through you as energy within you. This is mastery. This is not play. This is quantum learning. This is knowing that within the structures of your DNA, within the structures of your DNA is the memory of who you are. The one you've been in search of, the one you've been trying to get back to its center. Because you're struggling sometimes to stay centered. You're like, how do I stay centered? How do I stay centered as a spiritual being in a physical realm? How do I stay centered as a spiritual being, an eternal being? Look, they're open-ended. If you study electricity, you're talking like a movement, okay? Open-ended. It continues. There is no end. It's not like just a figure eight. Your figure eight would be cut off here, okay? Come to an end. There is no beginning or end. There is no beginning or end. There is no beginning or end. It's a constant energy. It's a constant energy. It's an eternal energy operating all at the same time. So everything that is and everything that will ever be, always and all is as it should be, present here and now. You have the power to transform that energy. So if you're feeling sad and down and low, feeling hopeless, you have the power. And if you don't have the power, you gave it over to somebody else. So you need to get your power back. You need to ask for the resurrection of your DNA to be reincarnated within your energy. Every cell of your being to get you back to your center. Any given time, you can change your energy simply by changing your thoughts, simply by changing your mind, simply by changing what you focus on, meditate on, think about. These symbols give you a language. They give you a meditation. You see, other than studying and focusing on the things of this world, Meghan Markle and Biden. Come on now. Bring you back to your center. The darkness of this world is going to be dark, going to always be dark. Just as they try to say the poor are going to be with us always. Well, the poor is going to be with us always. The dark going to be with us always as well. So the question is, what are you going to master? You're going to master your light. You're going to make an investment in your light. There's a return on your investment. And I'm going to stop there because there's going to be more to this. I know it. There's more to this. So I'm going to stop there. This is number 3 position with a clear quartz. This is the hay. So we'll pick this up again. I thank you for watching. I'm excited about learning. This is quantum learning. When you come ready to learn. Bring your index cards. Bring your pen so you can take notes. Bring your oils. Also bring your sprays. I recommend you get a little spray. Spray your atmosphere. I do rosemary or I do lavender. Spray your atmosphere. Clear your atmosphere out. So you can, the scents will revive your memory. So whatever scent you use is going to revive your memory because it's speaking through your olfactory system, okay? Your oldest system in the world. So I also use some essential oil. I like the Blue Nile. Oh my goodness. I like the Blue Nile. A friend of mine has a oil business. So yes, centered. Why? Because smells have a powerful connection. Smells bring us back to, they say you do a study. Okay, here's a neuroscientist in me. I told y'all, I know somewhere in my past life I was a neuroscientist. And I love the things of the brain. So they say that smells really revive people because like the smell of baked cookies. You want, smell of baked cookies, and the smell of something, if a person's on their deathbed and sick or down and you want them to get well, you bring in those smells to help revive those cells in them. And if they're open and they make a choice in their mind to be regenerated and that they want to live, all of these things play a part in you being able to transform that form and being able to transform that energy, because that's what this was about, transforming that energy. Everything can contribute to you, to the mind, get to your focus. This is like I said, this is a meditation. This is a daily meditation. This is a lifestyle of meditation. You live it. It's just like you don't just show up on Sunday and think about it. Learn. You learn a scripture or two. Been there, y'all. This is about transforming your power so that you never ever have to go back to the altar. Keep taking it to the altar. Keep going back. You don't know why you keep going back. You keep going back because you don't know your language. You don't know your power. You don't know that you have the power. I gotta stop, y'all. I gotta stop. I'm feeling like the queen up in here. Listen, last thing. This stuff right here, so good. Yes, I use that for my hands, my skin. If you want your skin to glisten, use it for your décolleté, your throat, whatever. But Glowberry, Code of Harmony. Yes, love it. Yes, I think that's a cannabis-based product as well. Hey, I love my cannabis-based items. I'm a believer of the cannabis and healing process and wellness. I'm a believer. So, yes, I'm a believer. I'm a believer of everything on the mothership, meaning the mothership. Everything that comes through mother. Man comes through mother. See, I'm going to leave y'all alone. I'm going to let y'all go. Man comes through mother. So, on the mothership, everybody is nurtured. Everybody is fed on the mothership. There's not one left behind on the mothership. Mother takes care of all of it. So, I'm going to leave you with that. And I thank you for joining me. I thank you for watching. I'm excited about learning these symbols. And when I tell you quantum leap learning, I can guarantee you that you start and you'll finish at your own pace, at your own rate. There's nothing says that you have to do it any type of way. I'm just giving you a guideline to a way to begin the process. Basically, how you go through the process, up to you. There is no finish line. It's a constant learning. That's what learning is. And that's how you evolve. If you want to evolve your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, keep learning. Quantum learning. It's a gift. I know that it's a gift. And I'm thankful that I have this gift and I'm sharing it with you. Understanding of learning. That's what I do as they said, I was a master educator. As it is, studying as a master educator. That's what I know. I studied as a master educator in the area of aesthetics, but that's just a part of my gifting. It's not a study, it's not an academic, it's not something that came with a degree behind it. This is who I am. This is at my core, my spirit. I live it. I don't talk about it. I live it daily. So I'm going to close there. I thank you. I appreciate you watching. I really do. I think that this is going to go a lot bigger than I can even imagine. And that's where I'm recording it as a documentation of this study. This is the study Intensity. I know it's going to get deep. And I might get deep and I might get preachy. But I preach whatever I study. Whatever I study, I preach. That's just who I am. I studied aesthetics, so you know what? I preached aesthetics. And so I preach what it is that I believe in. So if I'm going to proclaim anything, I'm going to proclaim that which is at the center of my spirit, that which is that I'm divinely guided to. And if I'm divinely guided into this, that means that's where my joy lies. Because where my joy lies is where time is relaxed. My joy lies where time is relaxed. So I hope that this time that you were with me, that you were relaxed. And that you learned something. And that you would go out and continue to study and study with me. If you want to find out about the book is noted in the previous videos. Words of Power, Hieroglyphic, Normandy Ellis. And I'm going to have to probably put it in the descriptions. And then there is the deck with the Oracle of Shechet, and that collaborates with the book. So I appreciate you. I thank you. Like, subscribe. If you want to leave a donation, you can leave a donation. There's a PayPal listed and Cash App listed below. And so just let me know that this makes sense, that or it feels sense, it feels right, it feels good, I don't know, however it resonates, speaks to you. Like, subscribe, share it with somebody. Say, hey, we're finna learn, we're finna do some quantum learning, because I guarantee you that whatever you've been trying to discover within you, you're going to find it at your center. I'm talking about mastery of the spiritual plane, so that when you operate here on this physical realm, that you can walk masters of yourself. Your memory is going to come back. You're going to awaken your DNA. I guarantee you that you're going to get back to the patterns, and you're going to understand how to be centered. In the presence and still in moments where to everyone else, it looks dark, it looks bleak. But even in the darkness, you're guided. That's how powerful you are as a spiritual being. You are guided even in the dark. That's when you're centered. Join me for a meditation. This is meditation. Make this a part of your meditation, daily study. Go back, reread it, write it, do it. I'm telling you. I know this. This is not a guess. I didn't just start studying tarot. I don't do tarot cards. I don't do readings. This is a learning activity. The only thing I read is energy. If you want me to call me a reader of anything, I've read energy. I understand energy because I've taught and mastered as an educator for 30 plus years in aesthetics. I was called the professor of aesthetics. As understanding the mind, body, soul, and beauty and spirit of a woman. You can say it's about skin. It's not about skin. It's aesthetics. Aesthetics is about beauty. The skin part of the teaching is just dealing with the flesh side of it. Aesthetics is bigger and greater. It's about the life side of it. Living a life of aesthetics. Living it. You don't just do it. You live it. It becomes a part of your being. So that's who I am as an educator. So I hope when you come to learn something. And I thank you again for showing up, watching, listening, taking notes. You want to sow a seed, sow a seed, and I guarantee you, I call forth a blessing on every seed that you sow. And every seed that you sow, I guarantee you will have a return. You get a return on every bit. Your seed is energy. Your seed is energy. That means you put out what you put out. You will get a return. It's energy. It's going to return to you energetically. It's going to return to you. It's going to manifest some kind of form, some type of form. And there's many forms of energy. It's all around you. That's how your seed shows up. You learn something, you sow a seed because you want to continue to produce that seed, continue to move it through. That's the process. See, people don't give you real understanding, when they're just, taking your money, putting your money in and pass the plate. No, the seed is wherever you sow it. I don't care what you sow it in. You reap a harvest to it. You sow it and reap a harvest behind the seed. What are you sowing consciously? What are you sowing into your spirit? What are you sowing? You're sowing into light of mind, body, soul, spirit. What are you sowing? It's saying sow something so you get something back in eternal spirit, eternal light. Sow something. That's all it is. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that I'm not talking about just saying that with me, with anything that you do. I'm just providing you the language. I'm just helping you understand the pattern. That's all it is. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't be misguided about the teachings of sowing and giving. Don't be misguided. Understand, it's an energetic pattern. Where you sow, you're going to get back. So if you're sowing into somebody's pattern that is not correct for you, if you're sowing into an energy that's not right for you, you're operating in a pattern that's and you're going to be unaccepted. You're going to be in an uncomfortable position. So because you're sowing seed where you shouldn't be sowing seed. I'm stopping, y'all. I thought the video was gonna stop on itself. I was trying to watch to let the video cut off. I thought my phone was gonna cut off by now, but I'm stopping, y'all. I'll be preaching up in here, but I thank you. I really do. I appreciate you coming through and spending this study time with me. Kalimba. I wanted to say that the meditation music, if you want to study with, it's the old meditation musical thing that they play, the kalimba. I believe that's how they spell it. Kalimba or something like that. But it's a great meditation sound music, sound music. And the crystals just give you a point of focus. And they have properties too. I'm not going to go into that, but yes, there's properties. So understanding there's properties to the crystals, you've got the music, you have the incense, the smell incense that you might burn, or candles for light, for fire, all the elements. So all of these things play into your study. If you want a real deep study, I recommend cannabis for your deep study. Yes, society. I say hi society. It's a society plant. Cannabis. It's a THC free, I believe. It's the one that I recommend is called Boax Spectrum. I believe that is very good and very helpful.